cool with that. Oh, it's pink. Its colors are
All right. Jerry O'Connell, we found out on this podcast that you auditioned for the part of Bob Sugar. I auditioned for the part of Kush. So in an alternate universe, I have a guitar saying, Do you remember the words to the song you played?
It was just Kush Lash, Kush Lash.
Give us one.
Kush Lash, and I did it with a better Southern accent at the time.
And Bo Bridges played your dad,
right.
Uncredited.
Really?
We signed about an hour ago. You were in the lobby with the black fella.
Yeah, it's a classic movie.
You and I were in a sitcom called Camp Wilder with two-time Academy Award winner Hilary Swank. When we were working with Hilary Swank, be honest, did you think this kid's got an Oscar in her future?
I thought the future was bright for everybody.
You're an asshole.
I thought it was bright for everybody.
Why don't you just say, there's no... Mary Page Keller, we would have thought she'll probably win an Oscar one day playing Mary Tyler.
I have to tell you, I was very attracted to Hilary Swank at the time. I still am. She was extremely attractive. Do you remember her body back then? How beautiful it was? Like, do you remember how...
I remember she had big boobs. I don't remember in particular, like, her measurements.
Well, but not just big boobs. She was extremely fit, and she was... I found her to be very attractive.
16 years old.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. How old were you?
Right now, I'm 39.
No, how old were you on the show?
I was 18.
How old is she? Is she older than you or younger than you?
I don't know exactly.
I do. She was underage. That's why I never made a move.
That's not possible.
It is true. She was underage. She lived with her mom, and she was going out with that guy, Ben.
I remember that. I remember him.
Poor Ben.
Well, I actually went to college with him later, and all I could think of was, oh, God, you used to go out with...
Ben was Hilary Swank's boyfriend, and a really good guy.
Very nice. Very funny, too. I think he worked in comedy.
Yeah, he did stand up a little bit, but they broke up like 2 months before she won an Oscar. It's really... I'm truncating time for the sake of a joke. So
I went out with him the first attack.
You dated a guy?
No, I went out with him the day of the first attack on the World Trade Center. Remember the van blew up downstairs?
Underneath. The downstairs job.
Right. And I remember I was with him that day.
This is good comedy.
I'm sorry.
I was with the guy that lost Hilary Swank right when they attacked the Twin Towers.
Jeez. Have you seen Hilary Swank since?
I saw her once at a nail salon. I was getting my nails done with my wife, and she walked in. And
you say hi?
Of course.
Yeah.
I say hi to everybody, but it was a little uncomfortable, a little weird. I don't know. It was weird.
Oh,
and then I've heard that she's a little bit of a nightmare. I have no problem with her.
I have seen her since once, and we were really laughing and having a good time about Camp Wilder. And we were speaking very fondly about you, and I said I stayed in touch with you over the years. And
where'd you see her?
At a
karate.
No, at a shopping at a shopping mall, at a nice shopping mall.
Was it one up on the 101 where the Kardashian shop? That one where Polachek's and stuff is? That one up by you?
Oh, you mean at the outlet mall?
I don't know what it's called.
No, it's not the outlet mall.
You said
because it was it's like a fancy mall. There was like a Barney's there. It's a nice mall. It's not like a place where there's like Cinnabon and stuff. It's like a fancy.
Cinnabon's a sponsor of the podcast.
You know what I'm saying? There's no food court at this place, at this mall. You know what I'm saying? I love me a food court, but come on.
Right now, there's a guy watching this at a food court, with single tier.
Look, we met at a mall, but it's not like one of those Panda Express malls.
It's lower your voice. You're an hysteric. How many times did you audition for Camp Wilder?
Remember I replaced a guy?
Yeah, we shot a pilot with a guy named Paul.
And remember when I first got there, all you would do is relentlessly make jokes about how the other guy did better than me.
Yeah, you know Paul.
Yeah, I first met Jay. I'm 18, right? I get this job, and it was a pretty rush job. Like, they called me in August to audition, and I was on a plane 2 days later to start shooting the show. And I went to go meet Jay, and all Jay did was say, "Look, the other guy was way better than you. You're not doing it like you got to step it up."
Gee, I wonder why people think I'm a dick.
But the first couple times, I was like, "Oh man!" I couldn't believe it. But then once you get to know Jay, it just made me laugh so hard.
Well, you nailed it. You hit it out of the park, and you got Scary Movie 5 coming up. Not as good as the book, however. Great movie. I've read Scary Movie 5, the book, and I hope the movie lives up to it. Thanks for coming on Mohr Stories, my man, my homie. My love to Michael and Mrs. O'Connell, and to Jerry, and to the twins.
Thank you.
And Labrador Blackie, that's in dog heaven. That was a good dog, man. When you score a touchdown this weekend, I want you to give a shout out to Blackie.
I'll write it on my sneakers.
Yeah, Blackie. That'll go over well. Thank you, buddy boy. I don't know what to do. It always winds up with something homoerotic.